Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another edition of the OpenShift. Oh my gosh, OpenShift Container Storage office hours. It's Thursday. It has been a long week for me. I'm sorry. Today we're talking about auto scaling that multi-cloud gateway. So if you remember from a couple weeks ago, we were working on my cluster here at home, trying to get Quay installed. We're just going to skip over that part and assume Quay is installed and kind of push forward from there in the experiment. I did get Quay installed. I had to remove the operator, clean up some stuff, and reinstall the Quay operator, and everything worked fine. But today we're going to be using a cluster that we can really kind of just beat up and not have any issues with. And Michelle, please, sorry to kind of run through your whole spiel, but Michelle, please introduce yourself. Please, tell us what exactly we're doing today.
Okay. So Michelle DiPalma here. Again, I'm from the Cloud Storage and Data Services BU, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to pick up where we left off last week, except not on Chris's cluster. We're going to use my dear teammate, Chris Blum's lab out in the middle of, actually, I don't even know where it is, but it's a VMware lab and it works. And it's not quite as under-resourced as your lab is. So yes. Right now, everything is set up. Everything is actually already set up. So I was wondering if we wanted to start fresh, except that it takes too long. It takes too long to start fresh. And as we go through the setup, I'll show you where things take a long time and why I wanted to start with a working product. So
yeah, and to that point, right? You remember the last show, it literally took us the entire show just to get to the running the Quay registry, and that's because of just stuff on my cluster not being fast. So we're not going to worry about that anymore.
We're not going to worry about that. So remember, what I wanted to do, what I thought was going to be simple to do was, exactly, to watch the Nuba endpoint scale with the horizontal pod scaling. So I wanted to see it. I wanted to create an image storm we have the Quay registry, and the idea is the registry part of Quay, not Postgres or whatever. I think it's Postgres or Redis, whatever it's doing. Anyway, not that part. The registry, the registry part actually talks to the Nuba endpoint and uses OBC. It uses dynamic object bucket claims. So that's kind of, that part works and it's can. And I wanted to hit that endpoint and then just watch it scale up. So that we can look at that now. We can start at the end after let's go through the setup, and you could just show everybody how it's kind of set up, and then we can do it. And then I need help actually bringing this, making it have impact, like the utilization. Right. It's just I can't get it to move. So I would like some help with that. So do you want to share your screen and I'll go through? So of course,
what do you want me to share first? So terminal, console, what do you want?
No, let's do console. So I can just show, because I want to talk about some of the gotchas, the things that I learned doing this process.
Excellent. Okay. Let me find that tab and all the wonderful screen sharedness.
I just want to throw out there, OCS was the easy part. That was the easy part of this. I'm sure a registry person would say the opposite, but for me, that was oh, I can't believe I have to mess with this registry.
No problem, yeah. All right, let's see. I don't want to share desktop. I hate sharing. I really do.
Do you have a ton of tabs?
I have so many tabs.
Do you want me to send it to you again?
No. I've got it. I just need to find it.
All right. So while you're looking, standard setup, right? Like this.
Advanced. No, I want nope. That's not it. Files. Nope. That's All right. So I don't want to share this whole desktop. I just want to share I got to share the right browser. That's the problem. I think this is okay. One. Wait, let me actually switch tabs to the console. Hopefully that would help.
Okay.
Try again here.
Let me know when you're sharing.
This is a screen sharing song, folks. Yeah. Where is the console, everybody? I had it open right here. Okay, there it is. Ta-da! All right.
All right. Let's see. Okay, perfect.
Cool. You see what I got? I'm in the OpenShift image registry. I will go to OpenShift storage.
That's not my console, is it? I don't think that's my console.
That's your
console. Look your domain. All right, let me check. Okay, let me
wait. No. This is mine. Sorry, my bad. Hang on. I believe that's recent. Did I share the wrong thing? I did. I shared the wrong screen. My bad.
Okay.
No problem.
All good. No worries.
Grab these bits here. Why is it so slow? Open. Why are you waiting?
Well, you're on the global VPN? You tunneled in?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Just checking.
It's
Just checking. I've had my coffee. There you go. Okay, so
it has not had its coffee yet, but yes.
Okay.
So many clusters, so little time. All right.
I know. So latest and greatest OpenShift.
4617. Yeah.
Yep. So if you just to show everyone, if you click on the persistent storage tab and the object service tab underneath overview, everything's set up. I regularly forget to click when you install OCS and you have to click the monitoring button. I regularly forget to do that. You really have to.
You have to.
Yeah, because none of this works if you don't do it, right? Because you don't have monitoring. Yeah, it is a must. So OCS is up and happy. Object service is there. You can, if you want to, click on the multi-cloud gateway. You don't have to, but I do. I always go because kind of an MCG person.
That's why I'm sharing the whole browser window. Yeah.
Go ahead and log in, and with same creds. Let's see what it should ask you to permission stuff.
Come on, you can do it. I believe.
So I will say up front to everyone, there is a little bit that's in limbo between MCG and getting things back into the dashboard in OpenShift.
Right.
So you will see some that, just be aware. It's new, but everything functions, but sometimes you don't see the updates the way you should. So, we don't have to.
When you say that, you don't see the updates in what exactly?
Okay, so I'll show you. So here's and in fact, I have to raise an issue for this. So back to the web console, back to the OpenShift console. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so OCS is up. And if you go to operators, installed operators, I just want to show you the registry. Okay, hang on. All right, click in there. So a few gotchas. When you, keep going. You can drill down into it. It's things that I just learned that I didn't know. Maybe someone else knew.
No, this is good. I like it.
Okay, so when I went to install this the normal way through the operator hub, I had to ignore the dock that came, the deployment dock. So I'll raise an issue for that. No worries.
Please
so I turned off, I had to do it in the OpenShift storage namespace. I couldn't do, when you install an operator and it says all namespaces.
Right. For Quay, that's the default. So you install.
I think it is. Yeah, I said I did that, and it didn't work. I didn't troubleshoot because that wasn't my goal. I was like, let me just install it in the OpenShift storage namespace, and voila, it worked. In addition, when you go to install it, when you bring up the registry, you have a bunch of choices about what components you want. So I turned off mirroring because I'm like, I'm not mirroring.
It's only one cluster. Yeah.
And I also thought I could have turned off Claire. I could have done more. I didn't.
Claire.
I know. I like Claire. So I left Claire, but I did turn off mirroring. I just said, okay, let's just bring it down a little bit. I don't need all of these extra things. So I turned it off.
Yeah, you don't need to mirror to some other node or some other node. So upstream Quay.io type thing. Yeah.
So the other thing I wanted to mention, and this is something particular to my labs, like when I went into this lab, the first thing I have to do before I install OCS is I have to scale up, right? I have to add more nodes that can house OCS. It's not compact. I didn't do a compact install. I did a real install of OCS.
Wow.
But I had to add one more for this registry. So that was yeah, I got stuck in pending mode. It's like I don't have enough CPUs, I don't have enough memory, everything like that. I'm like, okay, fine. So I scaled up. So that's something to be aware of in the beginning, right? If you're scaling up for OCS, add another one for this registry.
Right.
Okay. So if you click on example registry, the registry endpoint right there, you see it on
registry endpoint. Hang on, I can find it. There it is.
Second column. Ta-da.
All right,
so I did the usual. I created an account and I pushed an image. The next gotcha, and feel free to create an account if you want. Or I think, did I send you my
I have a Quay account. No, well, not for
this. No, this is local. Obviously. This is not for this cluster. No, I don't think you said so that. Log in as M DiPalma. Hang on, I'll send it to you if I haven't already. Did I send it to you? I should have. Shame on me. Hang on.
Oh well, it's okay.
Try this. Okay, there. Just so you can see. I put in I think that's it.
can copy and paste it, right?
See if I can remember
Or
anything
what's
from
that?
yes. Oh, there you
we
go.
go.
Okay.
All right. Cool. You got a
All right.
repo here?
I got a repo. I put in the AWS CLI image because I want to do something with bursting for next time. And then if you go to tags, I think I have the I have the UBI image, and then I wanted something beefier, so I was like, okay, what's a big fat image?
Oh, I can
I
do
know.
that.
So latest, yeah, like I'm like, let's put some weight in this. So anyway, so the registry is set up.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your first gotcha on the registry side. This is, I didn't use Let's Encrypt for this cluster. I don't even know, I didn't get into it.
It's fine. Yeah.
All right, except that this registry is insecure.
Yes, I did notice that.
Yeah. So then the next gotcha is I have to modify the image config for the cluster to accept an insecure registry. Did you know? I forgot. Like I knew that, but I forgot. So if you go to the command line, go to a terminal window, and
share the terminal window.
Yes, please.
Okay,
I want you to see. This is what I had to do. I'll send this to you. You have to go in. So all these little, it was like, oh my God, all these little gotchas. All right, if you
hang on.
Okay.
Hang on. I got to find it first. It's the joys of screen sharing. All right, there it is. Sorry. No, really, share that. All right.
Yes. Okay. So OC edit, and you'll see.
OC edit.
Yes, it's. Hang on. My OC edit image.config. There's more. .openshift.io/cluster.
That's it.
Yep. Do you need a dash? Do we have to tell it YAML or anything? I don't think so. Let's see what it says.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so notice at the bottom, when on a fresh cluster under spec, there's nothing.
Should be clean.
So
yeah.
It should be clean. So I have to tell it, allow my registry to be insecure. But the minute you tell it that, it starts like, allow it to be insecure, and then you see underneath allowed registries, it blocks everything else. So wait. I had to go.
Yeah. Say that again. Yeah. So if you add it as insecure, it blocks everything else. So it's like insecure or nothing.
So I put insecure and then allowed registries. So, and I just had my little, example registry, blah, 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 blah. And then I exited out. And then this in turn has to go and reboot all of the nodes, like one or two at a time, because it's got to restart. Yeah. So this is why I didn't want to do this live. I'm like, it did take forever.
It's going to take a long time. Yeah.
So when you actually edit, so then I'm sitting there, I'm watching pods fail. And I'm like, what's going on? Why are things failing? I just did this is like not a big deal.
Tiny little thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So in small print in one of the deployment docs, it says, oh, by the way, when you add an insecure registry and you have allowed registries, you have to put in the Red Hat registry. Otherwise, it by default will block everything.
Interesting.
Yes. So I can find that link for you if you want to send it out to people. But I was like, this needs to be like in big, bold letters for those of us who had enough coffee.
Exactly.
I'm like, no, this can't be in small type. This will be big type.
Yeah, so our docs are great, right? Our docs team is great. But some of the styling of the pages, it could be like we could break it out into like a gray box with the huge like red stop sign kind of symbol. Remember those?
And to be fair, when I read it, I'm just skimming it because I'm like, oh, I know this. I've done this. I'm not really reading it.
The curse of knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, they did put it there. It does have a little box around it. Like I'm just not actually reading it. So I just wanted to point it out as a gotcha, right? So far, we've had the registry's got to be installed in the namespace, the OpenShift storage namespace. If it's insecure, which if you're lazy like me, it will be, you have to go in and modify this cluster image config. Be aware that when you say allowed registries, it means you really have to specify all of them, including the other ones that you need for your very base core images. So that's all. I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that. So these were some of the gotchas. So don't exit out. Don't change anything because then everything starts rebooting.
I'm not going to. But I will share how to set up registries how to set up not registries. Come on, copy link. There we go. This is a blog post for getting Let's Encrypt
nice.
certs on your OpenShift cluster. So you
Which
could go
is
through this
what
blog
I need to
post
do.
and not have to do this.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. That would be the way to go there.
You just add your one allowed registry and you're done.
And life goes on.
You're off and running. Yeah.
Off and running. Okay. So once this was all done, sorry,
you're close this.
Yes, and go back to the console.
Okay.
And I pushed those images that you saw. Then I said, okay, let's look at the horizontal pod auto scaling thing. So OC gets HPA. You can actually, you're in the, sorry, I'm my bad. If you could go back to the terminal, you can see it two ways, but I like to see it on the command line. So if you go back to your terminal.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I like how it moves things around based off how you used it. That's at least useful. All right, here we go.
Okay, so OC get HPA. You're in the OpenShift storage.
You see it over there on the far right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yep, just do that. You should see two things, the registry and the Nuba endpoint. So normally, if you just look at the Nuba endpoint, that's that 3%, that's normally 80. I took it down. Okay, so yeah, so because I'm trying to do some, so if you want to edit it, we can. If you did OC edit HPA / Nuba endpoint, but we can also just try and start stuff. So remember so I sent you the image storm YAML. Do you want to show that just so people can see? This is really simple. Like I'm not trying to do anything
super simple, and I think this is where I can help you as far as like getting to the goal of the show, right?
Okay.
So you are spinning up here your deployment of 1,000 replicas of a sleep command, right?
Yeah.
Which essentially uses no CPU, by the way.
Okay, but wait. So my thought was this: I want the Nuba endpoint to use the CPU. So it's the pulling. It should be like I've contacted the registry. The registry's got to go figure it out. So that's in terms of the pipeline, it's between Quay and the Nuba endpoint that I'm trying to get some activity. So tell me, is this, so that's why I thought it was like a larger, okay. And then so maybe my thing is, I'm also like, okay, so I thought, let me get a nice fat image. I'll go out and get like CentOS or something. Like I'll get something beefier that requires time to pull. I don't know. I was just thinking.
We could do something more intensive, like a curl or I don't know. There's a lot of single commands we could run.
So if I make, but that's CPU. In the pod, but that's in the pod.
We're trying to make.
I want a pre-pod.
Nuba, right? Okay.
Right. So that's why I thought 5,000. Yeah. Okay. So and maybe
5,000 is probably too much, and that's kind of the goal, right? I mean, I could set it to all 9s. Who cares? It's
right. Like, well,
we're just going to blow it away here in a second.
Okay.
But this is essentially what we're doing, folks. The image is coming from the repo. I'm pointing at the screen like people know what the hell I'm pointing at.
I know.
Sorry. The image is coming from the registry in the example repo. M DiPalma, my repo, CentOS. Great. There's a pull secret there and everything that you'll need.
And I'm always pulling. Image pull policy is
always pulling. Always pulling. Yeah.
So the only other thing we made
for this example.
Right? Don't do that normally. So the only other thing, I mean, if you want, we could show where in the registry config it says that it's using object store. That's you can see that if on the console, if you go down into the operator for Quay, you can actually look at the. It's one of the components. Like it's nicely done. Okay. Proof that it's in use. And by the way, I didn't do anything like other than when you go to install it, you say yes, use that the Nuba object store. There's no more configuration on my side as long as you install it in OpenShift storage.
Changing screens.
Yeah, what's up?
Let me stop sharing. It just won't change for some reason. I've probably been sharing screen for too long or something. Who knows?
Okay.
All right. Let's stop and start it. And here we go. Share. Ta-da. Oh, wrong desktop. Why did it do that? I hate you, Zoom.
Oh, and I don't see chat, so I'm not actually watching anything.
I'm watching chat. There's not
okay, cool.
On there. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Let's see. Where am I? What is this? Sorry, folks. There we go. Share. Ta-da. That's you, right?
Yes.
Yep,
so operators, installed operators, way. Okay, so wait. Yes, yeah. You're right. Okay, so remember how you clicked on registry before the registry endpoint? See the one below, config editor endpoint? If you go there, it does get, you have to get the creds, I think. If it prompts you for username password to get into the config editor, but they're right back in the previous screen.
Oh, are they? Shoot.
Yeah. It didn't even prompt you.
What is this? I've got a little sign in pop up. That's probably not visible.
Oh, you do? Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's not visible. So if you go back and you can grab, it's like the username is Quake config, but the password is generated. Okay, so yes. And then say reveal and it'll do it.
Just gonna open another tab just to have it, just in case.
Okay.
Reveal values. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's not it. Hang on. Unless it's in there. So go back to the previous screen just to make your, that's the, scroll up a little bit. See the config editor credentials secret.
Oh, that one. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then do reveal, and then you can just cut and paste it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Config. All right. Come back over here. Nope.
Back up one.
Hang on.
And go into the config editor. Yeah. There must be an easy way, I'm sure, but I don't know.
I'm sure there is, but
Okay.
Whatever. All right. We're in.
Okay, so if you scroll, all this stuff is, you can actually, a lot of it you can't customize, but at this point, but if you scroll down, you can even search for Nuba, I think, database consistency, keep going. Somewhere in here, it talks about the object store. It's got like the key, there it is.
Registry storage, there you go.
Yep. Okay. And it says there, Red Hat, OpenShift Container Storage, Nuba S3. You can you select that? I don't think you can even change. No, you can't change it at this point, but just proof that it's in the works. It's there. It's being used. That's all I wanted to show from that, actually. Okay.
Right.
Want to spin up 5,000 pods?
Yeah, let's do it. Let me change screens here. Let's see, iTerm. Off we go. Or not. Okay. Zoom's just not going to share screens today. It's fine. Stop. We can be special today, Zoom. That's cool, Nope. It did the whole desktop again, even though I selected the dang iTerm window. All right. Can you tell Zoom doesn't like me? It did it again. What in the world? All right. So here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to minimize everything on this window.
Like ignore pop-ups
here. Yeah, exactly. Don't turn on my do not disturb. Sorry, folks. This is stuff I should have done beforehand, but I didn't. Sorry. Minimize that. It's this. All right, now we will share. Oh, no, that's fine. I can leave that open and make sure that there's nothing sensitive hanging out on my desktop. And now we'll just share the whole dang screen because why not? If I can find Zoom again, there we go. There, just share that. All right, and fine.
Okay.
Let me move this box over here just so it's not weird looking. Okay. So here's the 5,000
Can you
pods.
make the font bigger?
Oh yeah, sorry.
For those of us who are blind. Okay.
This.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right.
Awesome. Come on, thingamajiggy. There you go. All right.
So if you could run this, we're at 5,000 pods. We're deployment that's going to spin up 5,000 pods, and then after it gives you the prompt back. Could we watch the endpoint again? Watch HBA. Do a series of that. Okay. Dun dun dun.
Oh boy. All right. That took time.
It did. Okay. So can that OC get HBA? We'll just watch it and see.
Not that. HPA. And completion in there. Nope. OC get HPA. That's it.
Yep, that's it. Because we're in this namespace. Yep.
Oh, that's right. We're in the namespace.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Like, I want to see.
It's because they spun up
Well, you see,
spun
and you
down,
see the
right?
registry's got some action. Oh no, it was already there before. So yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
So the first number is supposed to be what you're currently using, your current utilization. And the second number is your threshold.
So I'm just going to get the pods here. This is going to take a second for it to run because it should just be 5,000 of them.
Right. And they're creating
pending,
image store running.
pending. Yeah, like none of these are
so it's
really
active. It's creating. It should
very
be
active. Yeah.
Right. So okay.
Hit that.
So what am I doing wrong?
Let's see.
Not even like a touch.
Not even didn't even sneeze at it, right? So let's delete it and we'll go nuts. Let's go absolute ape poop on this.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Trust me.
Oh my God.
I know what I'm doing. Oh, it created that very quickly that time. This should be interesting.
Okay, so all right. So here were some of my thoughts. When I did one, I was doing like in the hundreds, right? But my worry was, I thought image pull policy always really means that. So this should be no Docker caching happening, correct? Like
shouldn't be, but
I don't want to hit the cache. Exactly, it happened a little quick. So that was my thought. I was like, I don't understand what's happening at that level. Like,
oh, now it's taking some time. Nope, still 0%. Let's see, get pods. Let's see, get HPA.
Yeah.
I can grep for storm.
Oh no, sorry. OC get pods, grep for storm.
Pods,
yeah.
Grep for storm. Get pods.
Yeah.
Grep storm.
And I just
-L.
Yeah.
Piping to the max. And I am not watching chat, but thank you for following us and continuing along with us here. 7,036 pods. That's not a million pods.
No.
Are we hitting the compute limit potentially here? I'm wondering.
So I was going to ask you, like, what are your thoughts about what the pipeline looks like and where the bottlenecks are? It is, but I'm like, are we hitting a different bottleneck that I'm just not thinking of? Like,
well, let's go.
I don't know much about the lab. I don't. Yeah. By the way, you can see HBA in the console as well.
Yeah.
For those who want to, just
let's go look at it. Where would I find it?
It's under. Is it compute? Wait a minute.
It's not under storage.
No. No, it's like, is it there? Scroll down. Is it? I just had it. My bad. Hang on a second.
No, you're fine.
Where was it? Where was it? I literally just saw it.
Monitoring.
Not work.
Monitoring would help right now. Let's pop that open real quick. See what's going on.
Where was it? I'm not crazy. Hang on.
You're not crazy. You can do it.
Sorry, workloads. Yep. Very last one in workloads.
Okay, notice the disk sync duration. RPC rates. Like everything's going up and
everything's going up, but nothing's actually. Yeah, so if you, So have I structured this incorrectly? Like, what am I?
I don't know.
That's why I thought maybe a fatter image, more to pull the larger things. I don't know. I'm like, something's not.
I mean, it's still going. Like, you see the
it's still going
updating, but now it's starting to plateau. So that's what I'm wondering, right? Like,
right. And in your setup, we would hit other bottlenecks first, right? Because like, so that's, but in this one, I'm like, it's a reasonable. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually know much about the lab, like the details of what's underneath.
Like
so
underlying infrastructure. Well, let's go.
Yeah, it's Blum's stuff. So I'm just happy he set it up and that I didn't have to do anything.
He's got a ton of nodes. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Awesome. Well, and that's me scaling too. I ended up.
Oh, it's auto scaling. Scaling up. That's what it's doing. Look, this node just popped up. It's not ready. Or we just crashed it. One or the other. Hang on.
I don't know. Yeah, so this is where I was kind of stuck. I'm like, I think I'm set up properly. Everything looks right, and yet I can't get it to move. Why is this working so well? I didn't want it to work
like we don't want it to work well.
I don't want it to work well.
We want it to be a disaster. Yeah, exactly. What
do you think? And also then given that I don't really know much about my cluster, like I was like, okay, so let's step back. What are the things I can tweak? I can increase the number of the pods being run. I can increase the size of the image being pulled. I don't know what else. Should I have it kill it? Like I don't have a lot of knobs, I feel, to kind of turn. So I was, yeah.
I got an idea.
Okay.
Bloom might hate me for this, but I got an idea. Well, no, if I screw with this, stuff will just start breaking tragically, right? So hang on. I'm not going to decrease the node count.
And I don't want you to decrease it for OCS, right? Because 3 of those, one was for the registry, the other 3 for OCS. So I need to keep OCS functional, but.
Are we at 1 million pods yet is the question.
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Wait for it.
Wait
for it. Bump this up in the screen here.
All right, so it's active.
It's very active. Let's see what's going on here. Where's
okay.
The, monitoring again. Pop that back open.
Okay, object service stuff. Nuba, I'm just having a look.
Yeah, poke around, see what's going on. So this is etcd. I want not networking, not pods real quick. Okay, 37,000.
Okay.
But it's not like, yeah, CPU usage is going up, but it's not by a lot, right? Like this is
right.
A drop in the bucket as far as CPU goes.
Yeah, no scaling happening yet because it's not needed yet. So
right. Well, there's no autoscalers anyway, so that's a good sign, I guess. Right. Do you? Well, you probably don't know which worker it's on.
No.
Because we could check. Oh shoot, this is no fun. Let's look at the whole cluster.
I know. So last week we had everything going wrong. This week we have everything going right. This is terrible.
Yes. So it's a terrible balance we have here. I'm gonna run this command again just because it took so long last time. Let's see. Usage without cache. I'm trying to see network receive bandwidth. So where's the Nuba dashboard? Sorry, I forget.
It is okay. So if you go up to the dashboards, home, click on home, okay. And then, yep, overview.
Object service.
Yep, and then down in there, and I think you clicked on it before. Yeah, but if you click on object service, you'll see it.
Okay, but you see the pods moving and stuff on the right.
Yeah,
there, folks.
So there's a little bit here. Yeah. One thing I wanted to note was the object bucket claim is still in pending, but it's actually functional. So when I was talking about like sometimes updates don't seem to get back to a dashboard, that was one thing I saw. And I'll go ask someone about making sure. I'm pretty sure I pulled the latest and greatest stuff, but maybe I did a pre-release or something like that. So. I also pushed.
It's not moving.
It's not moving. So I have an Elasticsearch image, which I think is a little bit bigger.
I mean, the CentOS image is like 700 megs.
It should be nice. Yeah, like it should be nice and fat. Like
we're up to 52,000 pods, but it's nowhere near 1 million. This is going to take forever.
Yeah. No, this is really.
Okay, so this isn't working how we want it to.
So, I mean, we could try your cluster.
Jesus.
But I think
that's
we're
a lot.
gonna.
It's going to be a lot of work to use my cluster.
It is. It's and just the registry setup is intense. So so yeah. So this is where I kind of got stuck. I was like, what else do I do here? All right, we've got like half an hour, a little less.
You got a half an hour. All right. Fine.
Yeah, we're
Let's
good.
try my cluster because why not?
I think that going through the registry install is useful to people. Like they should see.
Right.
Yeah, the things you have to think about and so.
Normally I have this bookmarked.
Do you have? You said you already have a registry set up.
No.
Are you good?
We need to go set that up real quick.
Okay.
And I have not done Let's Encrypt either, which means we'd have to reboot everything.
We have to reboot everything.
Or we can go through the process of putting Let's Encrypt on here. Oof.
Up to you. I haven't done it, so if that's, I'm game for anything. But
I mean,
is it easy?
In theory, it is if everything works right. I've done it many times before. So let's see. Someone is messaging me. I wonder if it's important. No, it's not. Okay. I'm waiting for Bloom to be like, "What are you doing to my cluster?" It's just,
oh my!
Sorry.
Like, I'm gonna have a lot to explain in the team meeting.
No, it's fine. We just delete it and everything goes away.
And speaking of that, I'll watch it while you're doing this. Okay, so.
Okay.
Can I just?
Are we operators installed? Operators.
Yeah.
Koi.
Okay.
It succeeded. It's in OpenShift operators, by the way.
Okay.
I have main registry here, which I have no registry
so notice,
endpoint.
So this is what I saw. When I install it in all namespaces, that registry endpoint never pops up. Maybe there's something additional that we could do to fix that. But if I install the operator into the OpenShift storage namespace, that works. In particular, what I noticed, so when I was at that stage, when I went into the config editor for the registry, I saw that it was trying to use Nuba and that it had credentials, but it was complaining, the pod was complaining that it had bad credentials. So I'm like, that sounds weird. I don't know what that's about. I don't have time to debug that. Let's just install it in our namespace and run from there.
Right. Okay. So let's get this thing up and running.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just going to save this over here. Actually, I'm going to DM it to you just to have it somewhere.
Okay.
Since we have a running notes thing here.
So can you delete this and uninstall the operator and then? Really?
You want me to go back through all that?
Because I couldn't get around the namespace thing. If you know how to, like, what the fix for that is, we could do it. But
so what was the problem? That's kind of
when the operator installed in the OpenShift operator namespace.
You never got an endpoint.
I never got an endpoint, even though Nuba credentials were present. And I saw object bucket claims. So I'm like, I'm being blocked in some other
storage.
Yeah. This piece doesn't actually work.
Look, there's nothing there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like it's like, yeah. You can't edit it.
None of this is editable. That's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Well, let's go back and put it in the OpenShift storage repo or project. Okay. Easy enough.
But when we go into, so go ahead and uninstall it. And then when we go in to do it, let's just take out parts. Like we don't have to do the mirror. We can leave clear if you want, but we could take it out. Like we don't have to install all of those other pieces. Yeah.
Going away. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you,
to the OpenShift one. Oh, actually, let's just go operator hub. Okay. So
that's good.
Curious, what does it say that you should install it to?
Right, I'm sure. I never actually read that.
Yeah, me either.
Okay, so specific.
We're gonna say storage.
Yep.
There it is.
Should show up. You see it? Yeah. I know. Why are we always?
Whatever.
Okay.
Anyways. It's weird that you had to in storage, like put it in the storage. There's got to be a reason for that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, something we can change to make it not do that.
And what's also weird is in mine, I did get credentials. They just apparently weren't working. Like, so when you looked at the log of the pod, it was something it was trying to do. I was like, so I will investigate. It's probably me. Don't even worry about it. So advanced configuration. Okay. And then I think there's a component thing. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
True,
so
Postgres true. Object storage, true. Redis, true. Managed. Yes.
You see mirror in there somewhere? The very last one.
Mirror.
Remove it. I just removed it.
Oh, just remove it. Okay.
Yeah, you just don't need it at all. So
Okay.
So you got your horizontal
This is all cool.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Create.
Yeah.
All right. Example registry.
Okay. And now if you do OC get pods in the OpenShift storage namespace, you'll see it. You can watch these pods. Just grab for example, and you'll see them spin up among our.
I got a log.
Oh yeah.
Into
Yeah.
another cluster.
Okay. Yeah.
Which I totally forget.
Oh, I was supposed to be watching this cluster. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, it's nothing.
Cube CTX. Where am I? Admin. Switch to context admin. OC get status. Make sure it's the right cluster. Or is it just OC status? I forget.
I think it's OC status.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I always forget.
Or just, I do OC get nodes and then
That works.
Because I can see them. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Right thing.
All right.
Cool. So OC project, OpenShift storage.
Yes. And then OC get pods. You don't have a million pods yet, so we should. Okay. You see all those example.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Just you guys gotta wait for them to finish, but it's nice. They're here. They're working. It's all good. Happy.
I'll just set a watch on this.
And there's nothing. The other clusters seems to be fine. Like happy as a clam. Like I can. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, I'll grep out. Let's see how many.
Okay, now wait a minute.
What?
I think, yeah, on this one, I'm still on your cluster and I'm getting utilization.
Oh.
At least I think I am. Unless it switched contexts in both terminal apps, which it probably did.
I had to log in again. Ooh.
Change.
I think our cluster.
No, it did not change. Okay, so you might have some progress here.
Can't reach the console anymore. Can't log in anymore.
Okay. Yeah, it's back on my cluster, I think. No. It's still signed into yours here. No, it's mine.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
I can no longer reach the cluster in the lab. It's done.
Oh, fun. Okay, let me see if I can touch it real quick.
Okay.
This is the lab cluster right over here. Yes. Let's look at the dashboards real quick. Where did I put those?
Yeah, can't get to the dash. Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You can do it. I believe in you, OpenShift. It's just a bunch of API calls. Make it happen.
Well, I didn't want to bring the whole cluster to its needs. I just wanted to bring this endpoint.
Well, that's what we did.
Yes. Yeah. I bet if I could see it, it scaled. Yeah.
All right, let me.
No, it's not happening from my side.
Okay, well, then let me cube CTX this thing. I can log back into it, maybe, hopefully. Who knows? OC status. Anything? Bueller? Oh boy.
Oh.
That's
the lab cluster you're on?
Yeah,
I think we broke it.
yeah.
We broke it.
Nope, it's definitely unhappy.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
This
you know
is
what?
good morning. I feel good. We broke something.
Yeah,
Yay.
we broke it. Hooray.
Okay, so
switch to project storage if it even lets me. I hope it lets me switch projects. That'd be awful if it didn't. It'd be really screwed then. Nope. Okay.
Nope. Yeah, it's done.
OC, delete.
Yeah.
-F storm. Let's see if we can even make that go away. There's got to be a historic graph somewhere for Nuba, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And interestingly enough, hang on.
If you handshake timeout. Dag nabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've really destroyed this thing.
Sorry, Chris. We did. Yeah.
Sorry,
so the Nuba console is still responding.
Interesting.
Yes.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, and you have it actually. I think you brought it up. It's on one of your tabs. If you look close to where you are.
No, I think I closed it on accident, by the way.
Okay. All right. So hang on.
I think this was it, but hang on.
Okay. I know I can also Slack it to you. It's like, okay.
Oh yeah, send me the.
Yeah, there you go. That is, unless it's cache, but I don't think so. I'm doing the, what is it, Command R? Yeah, I get a response from Nuba, but I don't get.
Well, is Nuba busy? Because that was the goal, right?
Yeah. Okay, so hang on. Showing today.
This thing hates me right now, by the way. This cluster is very unhappy.
It's very unhappy. Okay, so some part of me is all right. So that's weird because
no, the Nuber thing ain't loading.
It's not responding to you. Okay, so then mine's just cache then. That's probably what it is. So okay. So all right, so from an OpenShift perspective,
I can't even list the projects. It's very dead.
But at least you got that far. Mine just gives me an error right there. Okay. Maybe it needs to catch up.
Timeout. Okay. Yep, this node is toast.
Yeah.
Very much needs a kick in the butt. All right, so that node's destroyed.
Ta-da!
Want to go back to mine?
yeah, let's go back to yours. Okay, so and where are we? Did it finish, or did you uninstall and you
succeeded? Let's see how far away we got.
Okay. Okay, so check your. Yeah, that's weird. So let's check the pods in your cluster in the OpenShift storage namespace just to see if they're done. So Claire takes a while to update because it's got to download the CBE. Yeah, it's a little bit busy. Yeah. Yep.
Running. Failed. Wow. Just delete your, but then you can start right over.
Okay.
It's the monitoring one. I'm not too
anything pending? Do you see anything pending or?
Yeah, I do see some pendings. Claire.
Yeah.
So this one is putting everything in the database. This one is the database. So yeah, that's kind of important.
Yeah, first download. Next, if I should try it without Claire, just for demo purposes, right? Like we don't need to. Although Claire's good, I like Claire. Oh, what's the error up top?
Claire errored. Okay, that's fun. That's probably because this stuff isn't running yet.
Right.
Okay, we got 10 minutes.
I don't know if it's going to be done in 10 minutes, but
I don't think so. Crash loop back off.
Do you remember how long it took? Oh, did you change your? It's running.
No, I didn't do anything. Here we go. It's
okay.
doing something. Init crash loop back off.
Okay.
Okay, so it's still trying to work.
I definitely think
we probably should have skipped Claire, but oh well.
Yeah, so I'm going to go through that Let's Encrypt tutorial, like setting up your cluster with Let's Encrypt, so that I can start doing that and just skip all of the, because I don't want to do the insecure registry thing again. That was really, and when I did it, it was after everything was installed. So then of course everything gets a little upset while the pods are restarting, and and it's like, oh, next time I would scale up not just OCS but also Quay initially, and since I already in this lab, I know I know what the registry is going to be called. I know the name, the full domain. I would go ahead after I scaled up. I would go ahead and modify that image config cluster and let it reboot. Like I would get everything set up, all the rebooting that needs to happen, all the cluster wide configuration changes done first. And then I would install OCS, and then I would install Quay, and then I would do that. I would, instead of what I did is I did it while I was going, as I was discovering I needed to do it. So that would be the deal.
There's a lot of failures here. This might be my cluster just being a butt. So I wonder.
Why? I wonder why that is an OSD failure.
Yeah, that's like,
that shouldn't happen.
No, like I said, my cluster's probably under provisioned.
Do you run in compact mode? OCS?
Yeah.
So you're being mean to it.
I am being mean to it. CPU request commitment 115%.
Well, there you go. It's a problem, but that's okay. Okay, so I have a question because we have like 8 minutes. So do we want to try to do this again? Like, and really, like, should I work on it? What would you like? Like and then
so
I wouldn't go through the whole process again, but we could start at the right, if I work on it and try and get it to go, we could start with everything set up perfectly, watch it scale, or we can just drop it and say like, okay, what do you want to do?
You mean for next show kind of deal?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, because I always have other stuff. Like I'm game to show you some other cool stuff.
Like I hate to leave this in like a failure state though, right?
Right. We did not achieve our goal, so that's a problem. But
no one's really complaining either, right? Like they're seeing how we're looking at stuff and troubleshooting accordingly.
And open to anyone who might be listening. Like if you've got some ideas, by all means, pipe up and let us know. Like say, oh, your image is too small or whatever. So.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to go well, to be honest with you. Let's see, pods.
Okay. All right. So let's have a think about it. I have a burst use case for MCG I'd like to show you. I definitely want to talk to some teammates about some edge stuff. Like we could do. Yeah, I don't know what, but be patient. Some of these things, they just come back. Like you are way overcommitted on this cluster.
Yeah,
so
I know.
All right, so I will work on it.
Okay.
I'll talk to my team and see like, okay, this is my setup. What did I do wrong? Like, let's think about how I'm sure I'll hear from Chris about it.
I just want to clean up this cluster somehow because I don't know how Chris is going to debug this otherwise.
So I can do that. I can go into, I'll do that from my side. I'll just kill it.
Just kill it in the.
Yeah. Totally restart it. I can do that. You want me to do it now? I can do it now before.
Yeah, do it now because I don't want to leave Chris's cluster in a state of debilitation that it is.
No idea who else uses this or something.
Yeah, right. Like I don't want to destroy everything for everybody. I want to make sure we get that cleaned up.
Okay, redeploy done.
What did you redeploy? Out of curiosity.
The whole cluster. So he set up a lovely. He did a lovely page. Like you go right to your page and you can you want he just did it right. So I literally click a button and the whole thing redeploys. So it's very nice. I like it.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to work on this and see if I can make it so that maybe in the first 10 minutes of the next show, we can really show it, right? I'll have it up and running and then we'll try and slam it and then we can see it scale and then we can put the issue to rest and say mission accomplished.
Move on to something else, more fun.
Move on to something else. Yep. You got it.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. We could actually make that happen. Yes. All right.
Cool. And how's your cluster? Are you okay?
Yeah. My cluster is just in a shit show, right? Like it's not. Like the fact that Rook and Ceph and everything else is failing, right? Like that just tells me that I've under provisioned this horribly. Or not under provision, it's being over provisioned, right? Like
right. So maybe some time it'll come back.
Hopefully.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see.
You
never know.
You never know. Any questions? Do you see anything in chat? Everyone's quiet this morning.
Let me find the chat window.
Okay.
No, just a couple people followed us. If you have questions, feel free to ask because now's the last time. We've got 5 minutes left here with the lawyer and everything. Let's see. Stop sharing my screen, right? Okay, cool.
Yes. All right. Well, I don't feel too bad about it. I was kind of hoping we'd get it done today, but we did manage to bring the whole cluster down, and that's something.
Okay, so I have a screen here.
Yeah.
That shows the Nuba console.
Okay.
Let me here.
This
might just be cached, but
yeah, because I definitely restarted it.
Oh, well then never mind. Never mind. Forget it.
Yeah, no, I took it down because I was like getting scared there. Yeah, the images, the cluster's not up yet. It's going to take another 20 minutes for it to come back. Yeah.
All righty. Okay. Never mind.
All right. Never mind. It's all good. Okay.
Okay. So let's see. Yeah. See you in 2 weeks, says John Schubeck from over on YouTube. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
So 2 weeks, we'll wrap this up. And then we will go about our business on some other fun adventures.
Yes.
So we'll be sure to update the calendar as we see fit for that. And then coming up on the channel today, wow, even my calendar is frozen. Dev Nation is coming up next at noon Eastern, 1600 UTC. The show with Sebi, they're back, should be streaming to the channel today. And then GitOps Happy Hour, 3 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock UTC, 8 p.m. UTC. Stick around for the GitOps Happy Hour, and it'll be awesome. Yeah, Sebi's watching, so yeah, Sebi says we are back. So awesome, great to have you back, Sebi. Really appreciate you and your show and all the Dev Nation crew out there. And folks, we have. If you want to kick the tires on your own on a real cluster, head over to the Dev Sandbox. That cluster will exist for 2 weeks for you right now, and you can install various operators. I don't think you can install a storage operator yet, but you can install things like code-ready workspaces or serverless or service mesh, and you can tinker with those operators that are like not requiring more nodes in the cluster. So yeah, kick the tires on that. Tell us what you think. Give us feedback. We really appreciate all that all the time. And yeah, we will see y'all on this show in 2 weeks. And I will see y'all this afternoon. So thank you, Michelle, for taking us through this awesome adventure of crashing clusters. It was fun.
Hey, it's what I do best.
Whenever you need to crash a cluster, just spin up 1 million sleep containers and you'll be off and running.
See what happens, right? Thank you so much. Be well to everyone.
Yes, stay safe out there, everybody, and we will make sure that we stay safe as well. So thank you very much. Yeah.